Madi is a village in Acham in the far western region in Nepal. Agriculture is the main source of income for people in Acham. It is a highly patriarchal society where the families are following Chaupadi, where menstruating women are considered impure and are forced to live alone in the huts or mud cowsheds for 5 to 7 days, away from family members. The exile of women from home to the hut during their period is known as Chaupadi. My elder brother-in-law died in the month of July, and I got my period during that time. I had my 2-month-old daughter with me. My mother-in-law said that if I was scared, then I could stay in the house. I did not tell her that I had my period, but instead said I was bleeding. It was in the month of July when I was sitting out in the veranda. A big snake fell on me. I believe that it happened because I stayed in the house during my period. The snake stayed 4 or 5 days in the puja room. It left the house when my mother-in-law apologized and said that it wouldn't happen next time, and I would also stay outside from then onwards. After that, I don't let my sister and daughter stay near the house. When my daughter and I both have period, I have to stay separate in the hut without touching her. We share the same hut but don't share the bed. It would have been better if we could stay in our home rather than in the hut. It would be better to have a hut near our house. I wish that there was a separate room in our house, which we could use during our period. I wouldn't enter the kitchen and the puja room, but we cannot afford that kind of house. If I stay inside the house, then a tiger may enter cowshed, or a snake may enter the house and attack us. Hence, we stay outside far from our house, so we won't suffer from all these things. That's what my family members also say. To avoid all the misfortune, we feel it's better to stay in the hut. During menstruation, girls and women are barred from entering their homes, temples, and are forbidden to touch men. Girls on their periods are not allowed to use the communal water supply. They have to go to another water source elsewhere. They have to wash and dry their reusable cloth pads far away from the village in a secluded area. Sometimes, girls gather together during their menstruation and stay in the Chaupadi huts together. The hut is in the compound of the house. The doors of the hut aren't over 3 feet tall, and it has no windows. The girls have to crouch in the room. The insides of the hut are coated with mud, and the floor is damp. They put hay on the floor before they sleep to avoid catching a cold from the dampness. The girls are under constant threat of being poisoned by snake bites, smoke inhalation, animal attacks, or being abused by drunken men. It may appear strange to an onlooker, but to the people in the community, this tradition is normal, as majority of the families are following the tradition. After 5 to 7 days, the girls use cow dung and mud to coat the walls and the floor, which is a cleansing process after each period. Cow dung is believed to have antibacterial properties. Despite efforts by the government and non-governmental organizations to end the harmful practice, Chaupadi remains a major socio-cultural issue, including health and hygiene challenges. Many related deaths still go unreported. After Chaupadi was criminalized, it has been observed that people are starting to break the silence and the tradition. There are more and more examples that huts are being destroyed or used for other purposes such as storage, with the outcome that more girls are allowed to stay in the family houses during their periods without exposure to the extreme risk of staying in the huts and its negative impact to girls and women to be observed in the long run.